All right, so we had a rare midweek holiday. The market closed on Thursday. As you guys know, although I looked at chat and not everyone figured it out, but the market was closed today. Um, Back open tomorrow. I kind of expect a dead day. We're talking about summer trading, but there's a lot of macro news, so anything can happen. And teamwork wise, we're doing a great job at finding this stuff to trade, right? So let me put this up real quick. Since we always have new faces in the chat room, I always want new people to pause the video and read that to get an idea of what we're all about. And so here's what we're focusing on, or I'll be focusing on anyway. Hopefully you guys will trade along with me on Friday. This SRM, it's had a big rip on Wednesday, quiet day on Thursday, gap down on Friday, but ended up closing kind of strong. And also interesting to me that it topped out right at the half, 850, and then Thursday's high not far above at 887. This is probably my top watch going into Friday, but anything can happen. AAOI, I like the looks of this one. Very strong day and nice volume, very near kind of a chart breakout. So let's watch that one. NNE is trying to break out here over this horizontal line there. Kevin P was all over this on Friday, and certainly kind of lagging the other, what we call baby nukes, right? The ones that are the small reactors that are meant to power data centers and all that. So this is the lower float one too. One of the top watches going into Friday, and I've got a couple others I'm going to show you too that are on watch. But also Reddit had that big rip on Thursday, gave almost all of it back, and then Friday kind of right back up inside day. So let's keep our eyes on that one. APPS after the big breakout got kind of a quiet pullback. Maybe a third day play happens there. HOVR is really extended, but I like the way it's holding up, so I am going to put it on the list. SYM breaking out, kind of in the process of breaking out. Let's keep that one on watch. DOMH trying to break out of this long range here. A little bit of extra volume on Friday, or sorry, Wednesday. Get my days confused. IMRX had good news on Thursday and gave it, just sold off. But then Friday gaps up and takes out Thursday's high. One of my top watches. GRRR, nothing interesting on the daily chart, but reported earnings in after hours and went all the way to 2280 in after hours before going out the after hour session at 2155. Somewhere right around here, kind of in the middle of its recent range, but because of earnings, we're going to watch that one. NINE is one of the few small oil and gas plays that really didn't run last week and then ran on Friday. So that one goes on watch. ARAI, total sleeper pick, but had this massive move that Kevin P was all over on this day. Topped out at 1573. Pretty much round tripped, but hasn't, since it hit 1090 right here, hasn't broken a previous day's high and did put in a green day on Friday. Again, lower volume stock, but a sleeper pick for me. And then a couple more of those small nuclear reactor plays. SMR, which has been really strong, now put in a couple red days. And since NNE is so strong, that's a good bounce play watch. And then kind of the leader of that pack, OKLO, has been on fire. Did an offering somewhere in here, put a few red days in a row down. So that whole space, that one also I'm going to treat it as a bounce play. And then lastly, I put UMAC on watch, which had a breakout attempt right here over its recent highs, and now a couple days lower on declining volume, right back into the 8-day, treating that as a bounce play as well. I will see you guys in the pre-market tomorrow morning, and we'll add some gappers to this list. And let's have a good day in our Discord room.